We're Jimmy and Natalie, and we just finished a 2,000-mile road trip across the U.S. to reach our home state of South Carolina. Since it's our first time back after 2 years on the road, we caught up with family and spent some quality time with Jimmy's favorite and only brother. This week, we're tourists in our own backyard, and we're taking time to explore the state we grew up in. So we mentioned a couple videos ago that we were thinking about trying out rock climbing, and now that we're in South Carolina, Jimmy's brother actually regularly goes rock climbing and has his belay license. So he brought us to a climbing gym, and he's gonna belay us while we try out rock climbing pretty much for the first time.
Do I look ready?
You look very ready.
I feel like it is the first day of rock climbing school.
Oh, yeah, the little shoes really bring it home for me. This is our first time rock climbing as adults, so to ease into it, we're starting on the short wall, which is still 20 feet tall. The 40-foot wall here just looks a little too serious for us. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, 100%.
They do have these really cool auto belay systems where you don't need to have someone doing the top rope for you, so you can rock climb by yourself. But it's a little bit scarier because if you start to fall, you fall all the way down. It's safe and controlled and it's not that scary, but it takes a little bit of getting used to, because if you have a person belaying you on top rope, then if you fall, you don't go anywhere.
Now your turn, Nat.
Uh-oh.
I only reds.
Getting further and further away.
It's around that point it gets pretty scary, which is crazy because the other walls are twice the size.
Right.
That's hard. So we warmed up on a few climbing routes with the auto belay, but we don't want Brian's skills and belay certification to go to waste, so he's personally belaying us next.
I don't want you to take offense to this, but that is a lot more terrifying than the auto belay.
Really? If you slip on here, you fall half an inch, if that.
That's fun.
Right?
I prefer the belaying.
Yeah, okay.
Really?
It's more comfortable, yeah. Because if I slip, I'm not going all the way down.
No.
So Jimmy's brother actually comes rock climbing pretty regularly. He's pretty much just been belaying us the whole time, so he's been a real trooper. He hasn't really gotten to climb that much. I still don't know how Brian talked us into this, but we're both gonna try to climb the 40-foot wall. We would love to make it to the top, but I can't tell if that's just us being overly ambitious. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I think you're good then.
Climbing?
Climb on.
All right.
She's almost there. Oh my god. Hey!
All right. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, we're doing a little bit better than I expected us to. We've been able to climb multiple routes, and both of us made it to the top of the tall wall, which I think is about 40 feet. We were not expecting to do that today, although it's taken it out of us a bit. You did it, Jimmy, good job. I can't pull you up, I'm too
I'm
tired.
gonna need you to support my entire weight.
All right. I got you.
Yeah, rock climbing is both easier and harder than I remembered. We're able to do a lot more than I expected us to, but my forearms are killing me.
It's a close match. Natalie's rainbowing on a 5.6, 5.7. Brian's making it up there on a 5.7 blue. Yeah, that's where I got stuck. It's hard. Oh, Natalie's almost to the top. She just needs to double tap. I race to the bottom. Oh. Brian won. All right, I've been rock climbing for 2 hours. These are my hands. Brian's only been belaying for the past 2 hours.
A little less chalk, a little more dirt.
I can't really tell a big difference, to be honest, but
I feel it in my soul, don't worry.
Yeah.
Brian's definitely doing the heavy lifting here.
Heavy. Hey,
Oh, no offense. Because Jimmy and I get to take breaks when we're climbing. He doesn't. He just switches off from belaying one of us and then the other. Rock climbing yesterday was probably the most fun I've had in a really long time. We loved that. I'm really surprised at how well we were able to do. But that being said, we stayed up pretty late. We were actually there until the rock climbing gym totally closed for the night, which was at 10 p.m. And we didn't get back till after that, so we're pretty tired. But we promised a friend we would help them with something, and we've got to go do that. Those friends are hiking the Palmetto Trail, which is a statewide trail that stretches from north to south across South Carolina. They're doing 77 miles of it over the course of 10 days, and today, right now, is the midpoint of their hike. So, since they're backpacking and carrying everything that they need with them, they need a resupply, and that's our job. So, Brian kept telling us that it was the Palmetto Trail. It was not. It was actually the Foothills Trail, which is totally different from the Palmetto Trail and much farther away.
So I don't want to say we're late, but here are the facts. They asked us to be there at 10:30. It is currently 9 a.m. and it takes 2 hours and 40 minutes to get there, and we need to go to Walmart first. So, we're not late. We missed the turn, so we're doubling back. So did they know we're coming?
Nope.
Nice.
We want to quickly fill you in on how to get some great deals with AliExpress. AliExpress is an online retailer with a massive selection of products from clothes and accessories, to electronics, to outdoor camping gear, and more. Say you're planning a camping trip like the one that our friends are on. AliExpress can help you prepare for that with a wide variety of products at super low prices. We got 2 camping stoves from AliExpress designed for backpacking, and we were super impressed with how portable, convenient, and easy to use they are. This one packs up super small into this tiny orange cube, and it can be used with whatever pot or pan you would normally cook with. So for this stove, everything fits inside of here. You just bring this, pull everything out of the inside, and then you also need your propane or fuel source, and then you're good to go. On a trail, you could use this one to make packet noodles, instant mashed potatoes, or how I'm using it, to make a cup of tea. This stove makes outdoor cooking so much more convenient, and there are tons of other products on AliExpress to fit whatever camping needs you might have. By either using our discount code AEAnniversary4 or by clicking the link in our description, you can get your discounts now. For better choices and better prices, check out AliExpress.
It's currently raining. I'm having to hold the camera inside the car so it doesn't get rained on. But we drove almost 3 hours to be here, so we really want to go hiking. Honestly, the word really is a little much of an overstatement, but we are going to go hiking.
It's gonna be fun.
It is going to be fun.
And wet.
So the intention was to meet up with Brian's friends and hike with them along the trail for a little bit, but the meetup point has an intersection where there's a waterfall in the direction they just came, so I think we might actually back hike, is that a word? We're gonna hike back to the waterfall, and they're gonna continue on the proper direction. So we're actually gonna split up here after the resupply. I can't tell if you look really prepared for a hike or very unprepared for a hike.
Yeah, I feel like this hoodie's not great. This one, I'm appreciative to Max for letting me borrow it.
Yeah, this hike's turning out to be a lot more wet than we had imagined. We knew it was gonna rain, but we hoped it would have lightened up by now. The original plan was to meet up with the guys, hike with them, eat lunch on the trail, and then double back to the car and go home. But it's raining, we don't wanna hike that long, we don't wanna make dinner out here, and there's the waterfalls in the opposite direction, so kind of all those plans got scrapped. I mean, honestly, the rain kind of adds to it. Like, after you're already soaking wet, you can't get more wet. So it kind of adds to a cool vibe. It has a good ambiance. Oh, this waterfall better be worth it.
We're sweaty, we're out of breath, and we are drenched in rain. But I think this is the waterfall overlook. We made it. Ooh, dude. I'll wait for Brian.
You got this, Brian.
Come on, Brian, it looks so cool.
You got this.
So many stairs.
Oh, wow. It's a video, by the way.
Oh, well then.
All right, well, I'm really glad we came. It is still currently raining, but honestly, it's nice to get pushed out of your comfort zone. And after you drive 3 hours to go on a small hike, you're gonna do the hike regardless. So I'm happy. And that's probably the best waterfall we've seen in a while. And we saw one last week, didn't we?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the rain kind of adds to the view. Maybe dampens the hiking experience a little bit, but that view is amazing. There's like a line where my jacket ended. Oh my gosh, that was a wet hike. I do think it's worth it though. Yeah, it seemed to pour a good bit after we left.
So how did your blue jacket fare?
I think it helped because this jacket stayed totally warm. It was my 3rd layer down. So it's really all in all not too bad.
So it's the next day. After we got back from our hike / 3-hour drive, we basically just crashed. Natalie and I took a nap and then had a really late dinner. But today, I think it's pretty much just gonna be filled with seeing family. I've got grandparents coming over later. We'll probably stop by and see hers at some point. We're in South Carolina. Both of our families are pretty much all condensed in this area. So we're probably gonna do that for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what we're gonna end up doing next. Like the next time we pick up the camera, I have no idea what it'll look like. There's a lot of stuff to do around here that we really haven't experienced. We just grew up here. We've never been tourists.
I feel like a lot of people have that problem. Like they don't know what's around their hometown.
Yeah, because like when I lived here, I went to school, I went to the library, I went to my family's house. Like,
yeah. And then we left in a bus.
Yep.
In that order.
Yep, that's our whole life biography.
So we'll try to find something like that. We'll try to find something new that we haven't seen and then take you guys along for it as well. Oh my gosh, I don't like this.
You're doing great, Jimmy. Just breathe.
I don't like parallel parking. Okay, that is pretty nice.
Wow. Whoa. We just got waterfront free 6-hour parking on the Battery in Charleston, South Carolina. Looks windy and stormy. Wow. Oh, it looks super stormy. That's not good. All right, well, that's the Atlantic Ocean, and that's our van.
Oh, and that's a horse.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
We have officially driven our van from the West Coast to the East Coast. We weren't exactly sure what to do with the rest of this week since we're not exactly traveling like we normally are. But we decided to try and be a little adventurous, and we drove all the way to Charleston, South Carolina, which is probably the most touristy place in South Carolina. It's a very historic old town, and we managed to score a really good parking spot right on the water in the Battery. There's so much stuff here, I almost don't know where to look.
All right, we thought we could beat the rain. It's raining right now. We have not beaten it. Well, it's still raining, but we have a massive canopy of trees That is helping a lot. It's a Charleston condor.
Oh my gosh. Dude, those things are huge.
I don't know how well you can see them on camera, but there's a family of 2, I don't even know what they are, giant birds.
They're like chicken-sized birds. I've never seen birds that big, like roosting in trees.
Yeah, they have their own nest.
I want to go see Rainbow Row before it gets too rainy. I'll never get used to all these horses. As a native South Carolinian, I can't really gauge how popular Rainbow Row is with the rest of the US or even the rest of the world. But if you haven't heard of it, Rainbow Row is this row of 13 pastel painted Georgian houses in Charleston, South Carolina, and it's really pretty.
I don't know if someone meant to leave this door open, but that's very interesting.
Very tempting.
I'd love to live here.
A lot of the houses in this area were constructed right around like 1776, which is when America got independence from Great Britain. These houses are as old as America.
Oh my gosh. It's really, really hot.
I don't know if we've ever actually said this, but the big reason we wanted to come to South Carolina in such a hurry was because we knew it was going to get hot here as the summer heat starts to hit. And we tried to get here in time to visit family and go home before it got too hot.
I'm literally sweating out of all of my pores right now, so I think we missed that mark. So after doing a lot of research, I think we found a really good spot to go disperse camp in Charleston. There's an overflow parking lot not too far from here. So we're gonna try to go nab that before it gets too full. We gotta start the car. I'm so hot right now.
Yeah, I need the AC. And if you weren't tired of Rainbow Road and the horse-drawn carriages, we're about to drive by them again.
Or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody said, don't
All right. Home sweet home. It is right next to an overpass though.
It's also kind of waterfront.
We're like half a mile from the water at this point.
That's closer than we usually are. Yeah, that's definitely raining.
I think it's just pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, we tried to avoid the rain for as long as we could. It is currently gonna start thunderstorming and it's not supposed to end until later tonight. So I guess we're gonna pack up. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nat. It is raining out there.
So it's been storming pretty much all day, and we've just been kind of stuck in the van watching the rain. But the rain has decided to clear up just in time for us to watch the sunset.
All right, well, I think we're gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week. I'm gonna say it. I need your help. She says bye. Is it gonna jump? That was much smoother than how we jumped down. Oh, that's too slippery. Another horse.
I think he's relieving himself.
Oh, gross. I just did that because it's hot. I don't want the jacket anymore.